Assalamu alaikum. Today on Neuron Academy, we discuss the weight of hidden sincerity. If you benefit, please support by subscribing and sharing as a sadaqah.
So let's dive right in. In a world that's constantly connected, just think about all the things that happen that never get filmed. I'm talking about those deeds that no one ever liked or shared or even applauded. There's no camera, right? No clever caption, really. There's no proof at all, except with Allah, subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that's where the real story begins.
You know, it really feels like we measure so much of our world by its visibility these days. An action, an idea, even a person's worth. It's so often judged by how much attention it gets. We've kind of gotten used to measuring everything by what we can see, what we can count, and what gets a round of applause.
But Islam, well, it offers a completely different yardstick. A much more profound one, actually. And it's a huge contrast. While the world is busy counting likes and shares, Islam tells us to look inward. The measure isn't external validation, it's internal purity. The whole focus shifts. It moves away from the audience of creation and points directly to the acceptance of the Creator.
So what's the crucial point here? What actually makes a deed grow in value? It's not because people see it. A deed's worth isn't inflated by public praise. Its real growth, its spiritual weight, comes from just one source, the acceptance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That right there is the heart of sincerity. And this core principle has a name, of course. Ikhlas, sincerity. You can think of it as the very soul of our worship. So what does it mean? Well, ikhlas is all about purifying your intention. It's about filtering out all the noise, the desire for praise, for recognition, any kind of worldly benefit, until only one pure motive is left, seeking the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's like the unseen engine that powers everything that truly matters. Okay, so what does this look like in real life? Where do we find these hidden, sincere deeds? Well, they're usually in those small, tough choices we make when we think nobody's watching. You know, it's that parent who chooses patience when they really want to get angry. It's the worker who refuses a dishonest profit even though it would have been so easy. Or the charity given so quietly, so carefully, that the person receiving it keeps their dignity completely intact. Now, these moments, they're never going to make the headlines, right? They might not be known to a single other soul on this planet. But, and this is so important, they are recorded meticulously. Every single quiet struggle, every hidden act of goodness is witnessed by the angels. And beyond that, it's etched into the perfect, unfailing knowledge of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Trust me, nothing is ever, ever lost. There's a beautiful story that illustrates this so well. It's simple, but it's really profound. It's about a man who would visit the same patient in the hospital, week after week. And here's the thing, they weren't related, he wasn't an old friend, there was absolutely no worldly reason, no obligation for him to be there. And his visits were the very picture of humility. He would just sit with the patient, he'd listen, he'd make their and then he would slip away just as quietly as he came. His goal wasn't to get a thank you or to be noticed, it was just to do this one act of kindness purely for the sake of Allah. And this is what's so powerful. Eventually, the patient passed away. And you know what? No one ever found out who that man was. His identity was a complete secret to the world, but it wasn't a secret to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And for a sincere heart, that's all that matters. That was enough. So all of this, it's all building towards the ultimate reality of our existence. Think about it. One day, our time here is up. And on that day, it's not our resume that's going to be opened. It's not our online profile. It's a book. A complete and perfect record of every moment of our lives. And on that day, you will be surprised, but maybe not by what you think. The real shock might not come from the big, loud things you did, the things everyone applauded. No, the real surprise might just be the weight of the things you did purely, quietly, for Him alone. Why? Because sincerity, ikhlas, it has this incredible transformative power. It gives immense weight to actions that looked so small and insignificant in this life. You know, those quiet deeds we've been talking about? On the scales, they're going to rise like mountains. Absolutely massive. This all leads to a really practical, powerful question we can ask ourselves. It's a true game changer for cultivating that sincerity. Before you do something good, just pause and ask yourself, if no one ever knew about this deed, would I still do it? Just think about the power of that question. That one question has the power to turn a simple routine action into a profound act of worship. It forces you to really check your intention, to get to the real why behind what you're doing. And when you do that consistently, everything can change. So as we think about the kind of life we're building, what's the real end game? When your life is reviewed, Wouldn't that be the ultimate success? To find out that there are deeds in your book that only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows about and that He smiles at them? So the advice here is this. Go ahead, build your success. There's nothing wrong with that, but hide some of it. Intentionally keep a portion of your good deeds as a secret, a special treasure, just between you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's all about building that private, beautiful relationship with Him.
And let's end with this one final thought, a powerful reminder for our times. The deeds you never posted, the ones you never talked about, in the end, they might just be the very ones that save you. And what could possibly be more important than that? Presented and created by Norin Studio.